Welcome to We Can Talk, a place where we can talk about the things we don't usually talk.
Today's show is going to be about banned languages.
And we choose the Guarani language, so let's talk about it.
So, what is a banned language? A banned language is a language spoken by First Nation people that is being forgotten as time passes by. There are many reasons why this happened, including that the people that speak the language is getting old and they are not teaching the future generations the language. And also, another reason is that the governments are prohibiting those languages. Why does this happen? Because the governments want to embrace their national culture, and this might left apart the First Nation culture.
The Guarani is an indigenous language used in South America, especially in Paraguay where it was originated. Also, the language was spread in South Bolivia and Brazil, as well as the North Argentina. In Paraguay, this language, as well as the Spanish, is used normally, so pretty much they are monolinguals. Did you guys know that in Corrientes, Argentina, this language, the Guarani, is the second official language?
In 1770, the King Carlos III dictated a royal decree which makes some measures in the linguistic order and started the first persecution against the Guarani language. The most population of Paraguay spoke this language, but the Spanish people discriminate them. In Buenos Aires, it is the second most used language, and because of that, our proclamation of 1816 is written in Guarani. During the government of José Gaspar Rodríguez in France, the Guarani was prohibited. This prohibition extended throughout many periods, and the consequence of this prohibition was poor educational performance. And even so, these prohibitions, the Guarani continued being used by most of the population. In 1970, the Guarani was prohibited in schools, but the Guarani of poetry and music coexist. During the 20th century, the National Congress of Education realized the need to promote the Guarani again. And in August 25, we remember the Day of Guarani Language, because this day in 1967, it was included in the Paraguayan Constitution.
Okay guys, so here we are at my grandparents' house. He is an actual Guarani speaker, and now he's going to tell us a story.
Buenas tardes, Coaba y Meina, se nieto máximo die, Carubero, ni Reunio, ni Monguetama, Amumbe Ujama, se ve una historia. Se ayuda que Paraguay 17 años, amendaja, yu, Coabe a Putao Peguie, a Bapo, a Coana Pe, ahora jamás 51 años, amendaja, voy a ser en Corebe, a ITI, a la Peteila, Seraji, a Coana Reco, Boapuila, Señieto, a Coape, Tetaje, no ve, Orera y Hui, Quai, o Ñatende por ITI, Oreje, Jacoape, Ore desarrollar, lo vivía, la oportunidad Coape, lo topaba Cue, así que lo punta Coape, lo viaja, Coana, obviamente, porque el nacimiento Cue entero estudiar Coape, o Ña Ajicuay, o progresado y estudio, se aiterei porque es importante con tiempo de las escuelas o cada uno en YGB o o participar con mundo por Entebe o desarrollar la capacidad, la vida. Muy importante oremos ya o asama la almanaque ya ore fosama hoja, entonces está como una experiencia miálica que la con un uso de escuela y por ahí te hija, bueno, se limonguetas en 10, ayer pedí pelegui, muchas gracias, buenas tardes, nada más.
Okay guys, so he basically told us about his story, how he lived in Paraguay and then moved here. And well, that's all. Thank you. So I'm going to talk about the Guarani today. So the Guarani is spoken by 8 million people in the regions of Paraguay, Argentina, Bolivia and Brazil. It has also been made official in Paraguay, so 90% of the people speak it, not only elders but 10 years old can speak it as well. So it has made a very large progress. So the Guarani is the first First Nation language that has achieved the official status, and it has been spoken in different situations during the history. For example, in the Battle of Chaco, the army from Argentina that fought against Bolivia was speaking Guarani as their main language.
Guarani has been recognized as the working language of Mercosur. Regarding this situation, a journalist from El Mercurio Digital expressed the following: "It is preferable to learn a language of ours that is authentically Latin American, that exchange expressions and ideas with other people's clothes. The European Union contains dozens of official languages, even from regions whose populations does not exceed 1 million inhabitants. Why is the Guarani not given due attention here, since other native language has been lapsing? Latin America has the opportunity to give examples to the world. This attention given to the Guarani does not mean the gradual abandonment of Portuguese or Spanish in the Mercosur countries, but a way to give voice to one of our roots, the indigenous, and to value our own without any feeling of backwardness or guilt. The so-called developed countries will have to learn Guarani and respect the Latin American cultural space."
At the moment, there are some projects to bring the Guarani back, such as bringing the language to Wikipedia, or there are some newspapers that have some articles, but there's not enough. So there's some newspapers, such as ABC Color or La Última Hora, that are full Guarani. Also, there's Duolingo, which is an app that teaches new languages. And in 2016, they made a Guarani course. So that was amazing, but we're still working on bringing the language back.